Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the halfway point of the series, round 6 here on the western layout of Suzuka Circuit. As we can see in the coming screens, we're in for a very quick qualifying session, and we cannot wait to see how this will go. My name is Isaac Edwards, once again here in the commentary box. Joining me is Jonathan Hancock, and special commentator joining us for tonight is Ivan Fantiago. Unfortunately, his Fanatec has died a couple of days ago, so he's joining us in the booth. Good evening, all.
Thank you for having me, guys. It's a little bit different, I have to say. I'm going to have to get used to tonight, being on the sidelines and watching. But great to be with you and to see tonight's action from Suzuka.
They will be. Hey, how you going, Jonathan?
I'm doing alright. How are you going, Isaac?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited on my end, getting a new computer, so this should be the final round on my end with the current computer I have at the moment. So, yeah, cannot wait for that. The Edward Super Poll is currently on the way. Nobody has set a lap time yet, and we should be in the next few seconds or so. We're currently at the west layout of Suzuka Circuit, which everyone should know is Formula One's only figure-of-8 track. And it's been home for many moments. Probably the most infamous moment was when the teammates of Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost came together at the end of the 1988 Formula One World Championship, which saw Prost go out and Senna to, I believe, snatch his first of 3 Formula One World Championships. And it happened at the S's, which we will bypass in the circuit. So
we got first qualifying flying lap. So we got a Glenn R. Boyd at 21.6.
21.6 is actually not bad, but times will fall. Not surprisingly, Frank Herdick just put a lap time up of a 23.9, close to a 24 dead. But yeah, the west layout bypasses the S's section, but we do still have the famous spoon and 130R corners as well. So, plus going over and under the bridge, so it's still a figure-of-8 track of some sort.
Well, what's really interesting about this particular track, and it really suits the GT4 characteristics. So we looked at all the different combinations. So when you're putting together a 12-round series, you look at the tracks where you want to go to have a diverse range, but then you also look at the layout that's best going to provide some great racing. And I think tonight we're definitely going to see some close times. We saw some close times during the week in practice. And as always, we have the championship leader, Jack Boyd, which we know he's going to be fast no matter what. So I reckon we're in for a treat tonight, guys.
Yeah, as you say, that Jack Boyd does a 1:20.7.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. That's 3/10, at least 3/10 clear of second place, which is Matthew Cardellone. So two Porsche GT4s up top here, and I think there's only one BMW in the entire session. Devon Stove, there we go, 2. Sam Lehman, they're the ones driving the BMW, so it looks like the Porsches are still very popular in the series. I would expect more drivers to potentially dabble in running a BMW, but it looks like a lot of people have really come comfortable with these Porsches.
Yeah, I guess it's always important to drive what you're comfortable with, compared to sometimes what is quicker.
Yeah, true. It could be that the Porsche might be better at this track compared to the Beamer. It's one of those big unknowns when it comes to an event like this.
Yeah, I believe one of the drivers said last week that the Porsches are quicker around the tighter, more technical circuits, where the Beamer is better on the longer straights.
Yeah. That was also picked up on Bo Albert's video when he compared the Porsche and the BMW, that exactly that. The Porsches are much more better in the tight technical corners, while the BMW is better in straight line speed. And the Boyd family at the moment has the top two. Glenn Boyd's just done a 20.8.
Yeah, so the top three drivers are currently separated by 0.2 of a second. And then we have a pack of drivers which are, we got from position 6 down, it's very close at the moment.
Yeah, insanely close. I think the closest one there is between Matthew Andrew and Brady Buchanan, 3/100ths of a second. That's for 11th and 12th. So a lot of time really spent around the 21, 22 area, while there's only a handful of people in the 20s and one in the 26. So we got less than almost 3 minutes left of qualifying. And I don't think anyone's going to beat Jack Boyd again.
No, I think he's going to get that pole award again this week.
And that will make it, I believe, 6 in a row.
Unbelievable.
I have to say, looking at Adam Sharp's car livery tonight, it looks absolutely amazing.
Have a look at what he does in the Tag Heuer sponsoring.
Looks brilliant.
It definitely does. And Tag Heuer, in one of the sponsors for the Porsche Sprint Series, which is pretty much the one below the Porsche Esports Cup on iRacing. So it's mainly for those who didn't make the cut for the pre-qualifying for PESC. They can run the Porsche Sprint Series, which usually happens around an hour or so prior to the actual running of the Porsche Esports Cup. And we've got 18 cars here this weekend, which is a bit of a low number, but pretty consistent with those who have been here from day one.
Yeah, we have some interesting things tonight. We have 2 DSOs as well, which will be controlling the traffic and also keeping an eye out for drivers, pulling maneuvers that perhaps were in the past, not looked at. And so it should be really, really interesting in how they play a role in tonight's racing as well.
Yeah, definitely. Luke Bergens and Hayden Jackson have decided to hang up their helmet and put on their Craig Baird badge to oversee how all the driving goes in this 30-minute or 15-lap race.
So we got 4 drivers at the moment, separated by about 70 thousandths of a second between 2nd and 5th place. So it's close.
It definitely is. And we only got 45 seconds left of qualifying. And I don't think anyone's on a flyer at the moment. If there is, I'm going to be a bit surprised. Adrian Cottrell's just come up. He's just done a 21.6. He's now in 7th. But looks like no one else has really improved on their time compared to... Jack Boyd's previous lap was 1/100th slower than his best lap time. But if it's possible, he could go faster. But I'm not 100% sure, as the time is about to stop.
It looks like we have a father and son 1-2 for tonight's race.
You definitely do. And cars should be coming up on the grids now. So here is your starting positions for Heat 1. Jack and Glenn Boyd, son and father, will be rounds out the front row. Then it's Matthew Carter for P3, Geordie Deckard in 4th, George Gutierrez in 5th, Adam Sharp is in 6th, Adrian Cottrell in 7th, Sam Lehman 8th, Scott Ballman 9th, and Jeffrey Wang rounds out the 10. Then we have Brady Buchanan in P11, Frank Hudick in P12, Darren Sharp in 13th, Matthew Andrew in 14th, Matthew Go in 15th, Nathan Kaiser in 16th, Ben Edwards in 17th. Devon Stov is in P18, but he seemed to have disconnected from the server, so he may be a non-starter. So this is it. This officially marks the halfway point of the championship, and away we go. And Jack Boyd has not gone to the best of starts by the looks of things. Bit of traffic here coming into 130R for the first time. But everyone seemed to be... Oh, no. Jordy Decker's in the wall. Oh, that's Gutierrez in the wall. Just T-bone Deckard. Looks like there's damage on the Porsche of Deckard. A mirror's just come off there. Oh, looks like another car just spun there. It looks like Adam Sharp in the Tag Heuer machine. And George Gutierrez is missing his front bonnet. Oh, another car around. That's Matthew Andrew in the 718. Oh! Who was that? Going backwards. That's Nathan Kaiser. Looks like he just lost control of his car and just... The back of it just slammed on it. He's struggling to move. So I reckon something has happened. Oh, he's taken too much curb, and cars reacted very badly to it. And just clipped the 718 unintentionally. But he's got it up and running again. But he's probably going to be a lap down. Huge damage.
So at the front we have Jack, who's already built up quite a bit of a gap so far.
1.7 seconds. Oh, Nathan off going in the spoon. And was that Matthew Andrew? It was Matthew Andrew who was also off a spoon. Okay.
So interesting choice by George Gutierrez. So he's decided to actually continue on, and he'll probably fast repair. Oh, actually no, he's coming in now.
Yeah, good choice. His car's pretty second rate.
Pit early, get the fast repair, get the fuel in, and away you go.
Yeah, get your compulsory pit stop out of the way. Oh, that's Brady Buchanan off. Try and see where that is, cause that's at the exit of the hairpin.
So
we're going to go into a bit of a replay here, courtesy of Dripping Paints Graphics, and it just looks like he's just done it all by himself. Did it all by himself, just lost the back end of his car, and away it goes.
So the leading BMW is currently Sam. So Sam Lehman is currently leading in 4th position for the BMW flag.
That's pretty good. Actually no, he's the only BMW in the field. Devon Stove has pretty much checked out and said see you later. So I don't think he'll be back for the second race. But yeah, Sam doing very well, being the only driver flying the Bavarian flag for the Bavarian Motorworks over a field of Porsches. It seems to be... It's a little bit intimidating if you look at how big the BMW is compared to the little Porsche Caymans.
So we've got an interesting battle at the moment happening for 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th and 14th place. They're all very nicely bunched up together, so this should bring some exciting overtakes in the coming laps.
Yeah, certainly will. Oh, that's Ben Edwards. And I got a little bit loose coming in the spoon. Thankfully, he was able to touch the brakes so he doesn't go into a bit of a spin. But he's lost quite a few places. He's currently down in the unlucky 13th spot and has come into the pits to get his compulsory pit stop sorted. Some cars, no, it's just driven right through it. But it was just drove through the pits, which is interesting. I don't think there's an incident limit. There you go, 20 incident limit. That's a DQ limit. No, it's just driven through the pits like got a penalty of some sort, but we haven't heard. There's been a ooh. This is tight. Oh, who is it? Oh, what a pass! Adam Sharp and the Tagoy entry side by side. Oh, what a way to Matthew go! Oh, that's a touch! And in the wall. He goes, loses the mirror. What's your re-entry, mate? There's a car right beside you. Oh.
Yep, we knew it was gonna something was gonna happen between this group.
It definitely will. Glenn Boyd and Sam Lehman's just coming to the pits for their compulsory pit stop. So this releases the shackles for Jack Boyd, who's already got a 10-second gap in first. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jack's already passed his first lap car.
Oh, wow. Now, what? 12. It's been told 12 seconds compared to the rest of the pack. That's just nuts. To be 12 seconds ahead before this competition caution comes out, it's just beyond nuts. And I'm seeing a battle here with Jeff Wayne, Andrew Cottrell, and Scott Ballman for bumps at the podium.
The pace at the front from Jack at the moment, unless you're Glenn Boyd, everyone else is a second a lap at the moment slower than him.
He's coming in.
He's on another planet at the moment.
Jack Boyd's come in, so how's this gonna work out? Will he keep his lap? Will he keep his lead?
Yes.
Where's Jeff Wayne? Oh, he just went by. So he loses out on the spot. But that 10 seconds definitely worked in Jack's favour because he's now right behind. Oh, is it Jeffrey Wang? No, that's Nathan Kaiser. I don't know. It looks like the timing screen's going a little bit loose.
Oh, Nathan's holding him up a little bit.
Yeah, it's just letting by. It's just letting by. There we go. There's Jeffrey Wang. He's coming underneath the bridge, so he's already gaining ground on the 26th entry, coming into the Dunlop hairpin. So I'm going to keep my close eye on the 05 8 entry because I reckon, no joke, give it maybe a lap and then yeah. Jeff Wayne hasn't pitted yet, so by the looks of things, he's one of only two people who haven't pitted yet, and the other one being of Darren Sharp, who's currently in third position. Looks like
have to be careful not to get caught out by the competition caution, as you can't pit on the first lap of that caution.
Yeah, definitely. Darren Sharp's in, so Jeffrey Wayne, currently your race leader, has yet to pit, but Jack Boyd is your effective race leader. He's got no, that cannot be right. A 12 and increasing second gap over third place of Matthew Cardellone. Surely that cannot be right.
No, it's correct.
13.5.
Holy smokes! Now he's just under 2 seconds away from Jeffrey Wang. So if I was Jeff...
Oh, Adrian Cottrell, he was in 4th position, has just spun as well.
And the cautions come out.
No.
Oh, this will hurt Jeffrey Wayne. This will hurt him.
Yeah, he did a good run. He qualified in 10th. Was up in this will definitely hurt him.
No doubt about that. He can't be in the first lap,
So at the moment, as far as lap times, we've got Jack Boyd with a, he's done a 20.4, and there's no one else at the moment that's gone anywhere near that.
yeah, he's in a league of his own. It's like it's only him and Glenn Boyd who are in the 20s in terms of fastest laps.
Yes.
That's just nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Everyone else has done 21, 22s, but never anyone else has done a 20 outside of the Boyds. It's just absolutely remarkable. It's not remarkable. It's just they're aliens.
Yeah, the father and son duo always seem to have amazing pace wherever we go.
Yeah, they certainly do. They certainly do.
It doesn't matter what car or what track you put him on. A couple of laps, bang, fastest lap.
I've even seen him in the V8, and he is pretty good at it. Like, he's done multiple top split appearances in V8 Scots. That's how quick he is. I'm gobsmacked on how. Here there's a bit of a checkup down the back. Looks like everyone's just clearing themselves in, just wanting to be organised. Matthew Andrews got to rave around. Nathan Kaiser's got to rave around. Ben Edwards has got to rave around.
So something must have happened to Glenn Boyd, because he was in second position, but now we've got him in P5.
Yeah, it looks like he had a bit of a poor start compared to Jack. So I think he got swallowed up, and even with a pit stop, I think he actually lost the spot. Sam Lehman. So here's the thing: Jeff Wayne has to pit now while it's on the yellow. I know this will hurt him big time, but you're better off doing a pit stop now, get it over and done with, and see if you can try and work your way from the back of the field to the front. But does he do it? Yes, he does. And Jack Boyd does the typical fake the pit entry trick. So what I've heard is and Jack's gone inside the safety car. Jack, you haven't hit anything yet. You haven't hit anything yet. Yeah, so let's go see how Jeffrey Wang catches up. I'll check. Yeah, the field was already at the coming into the hairpin, and and just like that, he's back to the rear of the grid, rear of the field. So that didn't take long for him to catch up to the field, or to the back of the pack. But he's not last, so that's a plus. Got Matthew Andrew behind him and Nathan Kaiser behind them. So this will be. So this, I'm pretty interested to see how Jeffrey Wang goes from the back as the safety car lights are out. Get ready to go. Get ready for the restart, which should be happening very soon. Jack Boyd has the field. goes a little bit.
Restarts on Club Day Masters are always really exciting. I wish I was there with them, but you know, I'll be cheering them on from the commentary box.
Yeah, this will be.
This is going to be good.
It's gonna be a very different perspective for you, Ivan, because you're so all the other times you've been in the car waiting for the restart to happen, but this is like the first time you've seen it from a broadcast perspective.
Well, I think it's fascinating just how much goes into a series, and you know, a shout out to to JP, Simshed Broadcasting, you guys, our DSOs tonight, the commentary. There is so many people involved to make a racing series like this go ahead. So, a huge shout out to everyone involved, because during the week, all the preparations, all the practice sessions, everyone that hosts them, there's a lot of things happening in the background. And yeah, just it's good to sit here and be with you guys, but hopefully it won't be too long till I'm back.
Yes, certainly. As the field bunches up as we come up towards the pit entry, I believe the pace car lights have. And the safety car has come off the field, and the restart is underway. And Jack Boyd already got a bit of a gap. Sam Lehman's in P2. So the best of the BMWs coming out of 130R and into the hairpin.
Here we go. It's gonna get tight.
It's bunching up, but no one has spun around, which is pretty surprising. So everyone's managed to be aware of their surroundings, which is pretty damn awesome. Oh, Lehman almost gone wide in his BMW.
And shout out to George at the moment, you know, like being turned around on lap 1 to be sitting in P5. Fantastic effort.
Definitely is. Oh, Lehman's just gone wide again. So he's now going to be hounded by Matthew Cartalone. This is for position number 2. Let's see how Cartalone goes coming into Spoon, but no, he's too far away to go for. But oh, Gutierrez has completely understeered it. Lost re-entry there. He's got it sorted. Oh, sounds like George Wayne must have turned somebody around.
We got the lights from Catalone.
Yeah,
he's ready.
He's ready to pass. He could do it at 130R, but he's not going to.
The BMW is very fast down the straight.
Definitely. Top speed seemed to be the BMW's strongest point, while the Porsche is much better in cornering, mainly due to the lower center of gravity and how low slung the Porsche is compared to the BMW. So, looks like the drive-through penalty has just been issued for Jeffrey Wayne for an incident most likely on the previous lap. With
be loving these two fighting though behind him at the moment.
Yeah. While he's maintaining his gap, the guys battling behind, the gap for the lead would definitely change.
So Jack Boyd has checked out, and so we have an amazing battle here for P2 and P3 at the moment between Sam and Matthew Cartalone.
Yeah, certainly. See, this is where the BMW is much better compared to the Porsche. Its top end speed is much preferred. Look, the gap is just slightly increasing. It looks like not much, but looks like Matthew was eager to get the pass done at 130R. Much closer than he was in the previous lap. Oh, Cartalone. No, sorry, Lehman on the absolute block.
Oh,
that was close.
And that's bunched up the field. So now we've got a three-way battle for the top 2.
George Gutierrez has just came involved into this fight. And if any of them crash, this could pay dividends for Scott Ballman behind him to go in and pounce for their 3rd place. Oh, Cartalone again wanting to go for the pass at the hairpin, but it's a no-show.
Sam's doing a great job holding his position, keeping keeping his lines clean. He's got good drive coming out of the corners. But that's allowed, it's allowed the field to go from a top 2 battle for second to now possibly 4-way battle for the podium position. So we're in for the last 9 minutes.
Lehman's understeered, but he's managed to get back on track. But he's now 100% vulnerable to Catalone coming down the pit straight for what will be with 2 to go. This is going to be very intense. Is Catalone going to go for a pass here? What? Oh no, he doesn't. He's again. Lehman blocking the inside.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him. He will.
Oh, he's off the track. But would that be a slowdown?
Wait, and now he's vulnerable to Gutierrez.
Gutierrez will possibly pass him here. Will he though? No, he doesn't. Catalone maintains his position. No. Oh, he's loose. And they're side by side. Like gives up. Has to give up the position to Gutierrez. But almost comes in for a dive. But Catalone was unfortunately worse off on that one. And Sam Lehman has checked out. He said, I've got my spot. You guys deal with your battles. So that battle for... Oh no! 2 guys around. Adam Sharp and Glenn Boyd at Spoon. They both went off in a perfect pirouette. It looks like they both touched at the B pillar. Oh man, that's gonna be actually. Oh, and Catalone around.
Catalone has turned.
Did he get turned by Gutierrez? I don't. Oh. So Catalone apparently has been blocked by Gutierrez.
Yeah.
Well,
so Jack Boyd is on for what does it make this like? Then his 9th consecutive win in Club Day Masters.
9th consecutive. I'm speechless. So again, showing that Jack Boyd is in a league of his own as we are currently on the final lap of the race. Yeah, Sam Lehman has got a healthy margin to P3 of George Gutierrez.
A shout out also to Scott Borman. I mean, he qualified 9th. Kept himself out of trouble, and he's sitting now in P4. Well done.
Yeah, I just noticed that. It's a pretty good performance for him. Up 5 spots.
George has gained massively on Sam in the last 3 corners.
I would think that Sam might have made a mistake, but again, it still looks fairly comfortable compared to Gutierrez. I wouldn't think the tyres may have been shot at this moment. I'm not 100% sure.
I think Gutierrez's years in the junior categories in karting, he is on. This is not over for P2.
Oh, this is going to be very close, but
will he risk it? Will he risk a guaranteed P3 to chase that P2?
I don't know, but rounding the final corner, as we expect, Jack Boyd will take victory in another dominant performance in the Club Day Masters. But Sam Lehman looks like he has P2 sorted.
He'll hold on. He'll hold on. Great driving by the BMW. And I believe that's the best finish for a BMW so far in Club Day Masters, 2nd spot.
Yeah, I believe so.
And that was the drive from the 8th on the grid to 2nd, so great drive there by Sam.
Great driving.
Wow. Well done. and George Gutierrez will take third position, but I believe that is currently under a question mark over an incident between him and Matthew Cardellone, who will finish in 7th. So we'll be keeping a close eye on how that will pan out. But here is your final bullet. Oh, sorry. So must look like all the cars have come to a stop on for that race. And by the sounds of things, results won't be up by contain. So there we go. Results are up, and it's Jack Boyd, your winner yet again. Sam Lehman behind him in position number 2. George Gutierrez rounds out the podium in P3. Then it's Scott Borman, Adrian Cottrell, Adam Sharp, Matthew Cardellone, Glenn Boyd, Frank Hodek, and Joey Deckett is your top 10. Then it's Darren Sharp, Matthew Go, Jeffrey Wang. Those are the last. Jeffrey Wayne, the last one on the lead lap. Then Brady Buchanan, Matthew Andrew, Nathan Kazar. And your non-finishers were Ben Edwards and Devon Stove is your non-starter. So let's bring up your race winner for the first race. And Jack Boyd. Jack, congratulations on another victory here at the Club Day Masters.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Bit of a different layout this week, but yeah, managed to transfer the pace across we've had the last few weeks, and it was good.
Yeah, you look very comfortable when you're in the lead. So let the field have their own problems while you're just happily skipping away, ever increasing the gap.
Yeah, cheers. That's the way I like it. Stay out of everyone's way, and hopefully don't cause any trouble. And yeah, managed to do it again.
Yeah, definitely. Got any sponsors you want to give a huge shout out to?
Yeah, just BIMstruct Drafting Services again. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Jack, and we hope to see you again on the podium.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Cheers. That was Jack Boyd for P1 and Sam Lehman P2, and I believe Ivan, you want to take the honors?
Yeah, Sam, congratulations. P2 and the first of the Beamers.
Thanks, Ivan. Am I the only Beamer? I didn't see any others out there.
You are the only one today. So tell us, why did you choose a Beamer? Because, the majority of the field has decided, nah, I'm sticking with the Porsche, but you seem to make this Beamer work.
I don't know. It just seems to maybe suit my driving style. I did practice both Imola and Suzuka and just felt more comfortable with the Beamer. I think my ultimate lap time's very similar, but I just feel more comfortable with it.
Fantastic. And any sponsors, any shout outs to anyone?
I'll say sponsor to the thanks for the Innes Motors in Bendigo.
Fantastic. Congratulations, Sam.
Thanks, Ivan.
That was Sam Lehman for P2, best of the BMWs, and George Gutierrez in third position. And I'm going to give the honors to Jonathan for this one.
Hey Sam, how are you?
George.
Oh, George, sorry.
Hey mate, how's it going?
All right, yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's all good.
Awesome drive out there.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know where I pulled that one from. Hey, I got caught up in a ballerina twirl at turn 1, and pitted early, and I don't know if there's a couple of people ahead of me that spun out, or that the undercut generally was the best thing to do then, because even after before the safety car, I was up to like P6, and yeah, got lucky.
Yeah, the undercuts seemed to be very strong out there tonight, and we thought you might have had Sam there in the closing moments of the race.
Yeah, it was close. I reckon one more lap I would have had him. But it was close. It was going to be tight, and the problem is this track is so hard to pass on. So any move has to be 100%. If you're going to go, 50% is always going to be a high risk of clashing together. And, we're trying to avoid that this weekend.
Yeah, and we heard before there on the radio that you've been cleared of that incident that happened there during the race, which, well, wasn't really an incident.
I think, look, for Carter, I think he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I got a big tank slapper coming into turn 1, and the only way I could catch it was sort of going to defend my position, and he's just come in with a lot more speed and obviously tried to avoid hitting me, and unfortunately he got the wrong end of the stick.
Yeah. How do you feel about the second race here tonight?
It'll be interesting. I don't even know where I'm off. Almost near the back now, isn't it? That's correct.
Yeah, you're 16th.
Cool. I don't know. Maybe if I can get a cleaner first lap, it might be alright. But who knows? It's all up in the air, isn't it? Because I wasn't expecting to get a podium from spinning out lap 1. So who knows? We'll see what happens.
All right, well, all the best for the second race, and is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Just JC Energy again. They're my sim racing sponsors, so I'd like to thank them. But yeah, obviously you guys as well that run the show.
All right, thank you. I apologise again for the stuff up there at the beginning, George.
No, that's all good. Thanks, guys.
I would like to take the opportunity now, and it was great to hear from the podium runners, but I'd also like to mention some of the sponsors for some of the drivers. We got the Burson Auto Parts that sponsor one of the drivers. We've got Taylor Bend that sponsor one of the drivers, and it's really fantastic to see the local businesses get involved in the sim racing. And I think if anything has happened out of COVID, it's really made businesses see sim racing for what it can be, and it's just fantastic to see local businesses supporting local drivers.
Yeah, definitely. Even with the E series has been around, like the Supercars E series that recently finished it. We've seen numerous sponsors come out and still be on the cars for the series. I think a couple of cars have gained a couple of new sponsors through the use of esports racing. So they are 100% looking at esports as a go-to way of sponsorship.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I think heading now into this race too, we've got the drivers have had that qualifying session out of the way. They've had that one race, and they pretty much know what their capabilities are on track as far as lap time. So we should see some really, really good racing. And reverse grid always brings up entertainment. But what we saw from Gutierrez as well at the tonight is that you can spin at the beginning of the race, pit early, and head down, and you can still get yourself a decent result.
Yeah, definitely. It's also like that in the. I was about to say Toyota A6, but they don't do pit stops.
No.
It's more. No. Man,
No, what they don't have is a safety car in the randomly happen in the middle of the race, because that certainly would bunch them up again. But now we often see in the 86 safety car come out after lap 1 if there's been a big accident, but then we don't see a safety car in the middle of the race. We generally see red flags, and everybody goes back into the pits, and the race restarts or gets cancelled, which is what happens in those categories. The V8 supercar schedule is the most important schedule, but looking forward to this one.
Yeah, definitely, and it's only a matter of time before the recently renamed Toyota Racing 86 series is back up and running. Long now, they won't be at the next round, which is at Sydney Motorsport Park. That'll be a supercars only event, but I think Winton, it's looking likely that they will be the TGR 86 series will be making their return. Because I actually can't remember when it was originally going to be starting up. I think it might help me here, Yvonne.
So the June 29, I believe, we're getting back underway from Sydney Motorsport Park.
Oh, yeah, the supercars is coming back. I still call it Eastern Creek. I don't know why. I mean, I'm just used to calling it Eastern Creek.
I know. So much history.
It a 30-year-old track, and for at least almost 10 years, for oh crap, 12 years, 22 years. Yeah, I think it's 22 years. It was known as Eastern Creek Raceway.
I still call it Eastern Creek Raceway.
Yeah, same.
So we got Devon Stone tonight to start. Devon Stove starting at a P1, and we got Ben Edwards from Edwards Plumbing and Gas, which is actually the sponsor of our Super Bowl Challenge, starting from P2.
Yeah, we won't have anyone actually in the primary pit box, starting box there because Devon isn't around, so
Yeah, he's
P1 will be clear for the start of the race.
yeah, Devon's just yippee-ki-yayed out of here. Maybe he just wasn't comfortable in the car as we come to the grid now. So Devon Stove was meant to be starting on pole, but he is MIA. So Ben Edwards will start in P1. Nathan Kaiser will be in in original P3. Matthew Andrew in P4, followed by Brady Buchanan in 5th, Jeff Wayne in 6th, Matthew Go in 7th, Darren Sharp 8th, Jordy Deckett in 9th, and Frank Kodak for the Ben Motorsport Park rounds out the 10. Then it's Glenn Boyd out of 11th, Matthew Cardellone in 12th, Adam Sharp in P13, Adrian Cotter in 14th, Scott Borman 15th, Gutierrez 16th, Sam Lehman 17th, and Jack Boyd rounds out your 18-car field. And the revs rise once again, and away we go.
Good start by Ben.
Yeah, amazing start by Ben. And Adrian Cottrell has missed the start, so he's gone into the pits. Why is he gone to the pits now? My question.
That's interesting. Let's see how that plays.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play in his favor. Can't learn around. Oh, Glenn Boyd's involved. Not really involved. But got a bit of a check up there. But Jack Boyd already up 9-10 spots. And we're only a couple corners in. Oh, Frank Kodak around.
Oh, no, Ben spun.
Oh, no, not... Oh! And collect Frank in the process. That is quite insane. Ben Edwards is also spun under the bridge. Unbelievable. And Jeffrey Wang has just retained the race, just got the race lead, and Ben Edwards' race 2 has gone from bad to worse at the hairpin, and looks like he's not going to escape. He's going to try and get it back to the pits, maybe.
Boyd's in, Jack Boyd is in.
Great start by Jeffrey Wang from 6th straight into 1st in 1 lap.
Yeah, that's insane. So Jack Boyd's going to the pits.
Unfortunately, Matthew Cadillac missed his pit box and had to reverse up, I believe.
Oh. So no further action on the incident that happened at turn 2. Yeah, so no further action for the lap 1, turn 2 incident. Oh yeah, Jeffrey Wayne's already gone up to a 1.3 second lead over Matthew Andrew. Well, let's just hope he actually comes into the pits this time. before the comp caution. Ben Edwards comes out. Brady Buchanan is now pitting. Coming out of 9th. Already lost the spot. That looks like a longer than normal pit stop. Looks like a very longer than normal pit stop. Now, he's now currently in position 13. But he's got a bit of a buffer between himself and Matthew Card And this is a battle for position going on. I'm not sure if this is a battle for position, but there's a bit of a battle going on here between Jody Deckard and Jack Boyd. And Deckard's currently your effective race leader. I just heard through comms that Adrian Cottrell has been given a 30-second stop and hold for pitting before the control line. So that strategy,
Not worked out tonight.
no, was a pretty brave strategy, to be honest, to try and pit before crossing the control line. But no, you don't do that. In Glenn Boyd, Sharp's in the pits. Or side by side at 130R. Jack. Oh, Jack. No, Jack gets around and into the wall at 130R. Oh, Geordie just lost it on his own. Had 2 wheels in the dirt, and away he went. What a shame for Deckard. And Jack Boyd's the only driver to be in the minute 20. A minute 20 compared to everyone else.
Adam Sharp missed his pit box too and had to reverse back and pit, so all these drivers seem to be missing their pit stop due to the short length of the pit lane here.
Whoa! Oh no! It's gone! No! And Glenn Boyd's just gone past. I think this is for the race lead.
I think Jack got sidetracked because there was another car spinning, and therefore it just missed a little bit of like concentration there just for that split second, and then turning him around. Look, he's only lost probably a good 5 or 6 seconds, and I'm sure he's got plenty of time to make it back.
Yeah, definitely. That was Nathan Kazar that had spooked Jack Boyd into making that mistake. But what a shame there for Jack Boyd. But with his pace, he would definitely would have try and gain some spots. He's trying to go past, I believe that's Brady Buchanan. Oh, that actually might be a lap car. No, it was Brady Buchanan. Sorry. So he's already trying to gain up time. He lost by the incident, by the self-spin. But very lucky not to cause any more damage, or any damage to the car at all. He's currently in 7th spot in P7, so it looks like he has not. So Scott Bowman, your race leader, has just gone to the pits. The only driver who is yet to pit is Darren Sharp in the 36th entry. He's yet to make a pit stop. But again, those incidences, of those people missing the pit boom, definitely playing in the favour of those as Jack Boyd goes for a pass at 130R over Scott Bowman and gets it done.
Yeah, we're hearing some communications about possible penalties for those people, but seems to be unsure at this point in time.
Yeah, and my apologies. That was actually Matthew Andrew that Jack Boy went past. It was not Scott Bowman. I was looking at another screen.
I think we have to say that you know, it's not easy being a DSO, and I think Hayden and Jack are doing a great job tonight. You know, it's difficult, you know, to make the right calls at the right time, and I think they're doing a brilliant job. You know, keeping the guys up to date with the penalties and when they're going to be handed out. So, good, well done to them.
Yeah, definitely. Big shout out to the guys at Race Control. It's a thankless job. I did it for I've done it for 3 years. I know how it all. I know how they feel. It's just it's a very stressful job. So I cannot thank them enough for giving up their time racing to pretty much race, be your DSOs.
It can
So we've
make
got more
you
people that have come out of the pits.
dislike person too, as you would know, Isaac.
Jack Boyd just passed Darren Sharp, who's actually come to the pit. So everyone has now pitted. So I was looking at everyone in the rest of the field. Jack Boyd is the only driver in the minute 21s. He's done a minute 21.03, while the guy in front, Scott Borman, he's done a 38.6. Unless he has pitted as well. So here we go. It's going to be a pass here for fourth. Let's see how the lap.
Yeah, Adrian is all over him now.
Yeah, I just saw it now. Is on. It's on for young and old. Yes, that's a Scafey quote. Yeah, this is allowing Jack Boyd to catch up. If any of these guys make a mistake, and what's Cultural gone?
No, at a P2.
Yeah,
But no, Adrian Cottrell was black flagged.
Yeah, he might have been disqualified. I don't think he served his pit stop.
If he didn't serve the pit stop, yes, he would have been disqualified.
And he's just disconnected. So yes, Adrian Cottrell has just been disqualified. The comp caution has come out. So this is unbelievable. And the top three: Jeff Wang, Glenn Boyd, Jack Boyd. And this is gonna be unbelievable. This is gonna be an unbelievable race. Yeah, unbelievable final few laps. But what a shame for Adrian Cottrell. He would have definitely been a very competitive. It was looking absolutely competitive to make that P2 spot. But he had not served his pit stop. His 30-second stop and hold for pitting before the control line. So unfortunately, you break the rules and you don't do it within a certain amount of time, you will be disqualified. Take note, kids.
Yeah, so I'm just asking right now from the DSOs what happened to Adrian and what was the reason. So we're just about to get that now.
All right, sweet. So, most of the field is already caught up to the safety car. But watch for Jack Boyd. I'm gonna say this right now. Watch for Jack Boyd. I reckon Glenn will just let so they can have this battle between himself and between Jack and Jeff Wayne, because Glenn already knows that Jack is a fast driver. But again, don't rule out anyone who's behind him. Even Scott Ballman, he could be quick. But the fastest...
Okay, so we just got confirmation. So Adrian Cottrell, he pitted before crossing the start-finish line at the green light at the start of the race. And he didn't go in to serve his time penalty, and so he was given the black flag.
Well, there you go.
There you go. So I think if there's one thing that the Club Day drivers have learned tonight, is do not go into the pits lap 1.
Yeah. It's, the pits are closed, and who would want to pit when the lights go green? Well, the only real case you would go to the pits when the lights go green if there's a mechanical problem. That's my only reasoning behind it, is that they would go into the pits because they have a mechanical problem. And there we go, the safety car lights have come out, gone off, so we will be green this lap. So this will be very interesting with 5 laps to go. See how Jack will go. He's currently in P3, which is pretty good for a pretty good position, to be honest. But we will see how Jack Boyce has come up 15 places from the start, which is absolutely nuts. But I'm actually getting pretty tense now. This is going to be a pretty intense 5 laps.
Yeah, so I think the Boyds have done a great job from P11 and P18 to come back up to the front. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy in this in this category to do that, and they've done it time and time again. And also Scott has come from 15th on the grid to 4th, and we've got some others that are going to be pretty keen on the restart. We got Catalone sitting in 7th right now, and we got Gutierrez that was on the podium. Coming out of 11th now at the restart, and so we should see sparks fly for these last 14 minutes of racing.
Yeah, definitely will. As Jack's got the lights flashing again. Looks like he's just picked up a bit of body damage. Looks like he might have ran into the back of Glenn Boyd. So the damage actually caused a bit of an aero deficiency on the 05 entry. We don't know. But we will find out.
We're about to find out. Safety car lights are off. We will go green.
Definitely will. Should knock it back to 60
I have to
kilometers
say,
per hour.
the DSO has made a difference this week, with the rules and things happening, and the guys being our eyes and ears on the track and handing out penalties. It's really brought a different mix to the racing tonight.
Definitely has. It definitely has. Made the racing just a little bit more cleaner as the pit lane limiter comes on for the cars. Green flag comes out,
Green
and
flag.
it's a little bit hectic down here, but Jack Boyd, brilliant start for Glenn Boyd, coming into 130.
Side by side.
Side by side. Dispatches Glenn Boyd for second. Watch the crisscross though. Watch for any crisscross. It was fairly close. Ooh. Looks like a bit of madness happening in the background. But there's a definitive battle for the lead here between Jeff Wayne and Jack Boyd. Only 2 attempts in it. Oh, he could do it at the hairpin. He's got the lights going. Will he do the pass? No, he doesn't. But oh no, Jeff Wayne's gone wide.
Jeff wide. Onto the curb.
But manages that he's actually gained ground. Jack might have had a slow exit out of the hairpin. It could be swallowed by his father coming into Spoon corner. Looks like a bit of jostling in the background.
I don't think we've had a Boyd 1-2 yet, have we?
Oh, we might have had Boyd 1-3s, but I don't think we had a Boyd 1. Here we go. Down to 130R. Jeff Wayne doing what he absolutely can do in his control to make sure Jack doesn't let him by. But he's absolutely closed in on the 26 entry. Did he make a pass here? Very shortly? Maybe, but gaps around 210 between first and second. This is going to be absolutely dead. Here we go. Pass down on the inside. Does it make it work? Yes, he does, and gains the race lead.
Jack Boyd hits the front.
Brilliant pass, but watch for the crisscross. Jeff Wayne must have had a better exit because he's absolutely behind him. But looks like it just keeps him. Now it could be swallowed up by Jeff Boyd. With 2 more laps to go at the line. You can see Matthew Calderone flashing the headlights. And Jeff Boyd. But the gap's not going away at all. He has over himself and Jack Boyd. Oh, Calderone goes at 130R. But it looks like more people have joined the fight. Oh boy, oh boy.
Jack's pushing now at the front. The car's making all sorts of waves.
You know, he knows he has the lead.
Glenn for the move.
Glenn, does he make it stick? Oh, they're side by side, but nope, won't be the case. I think that dent on the front of Jack's car might have affected him in terms of aerodynamically, because that's why he might have been slipping and sliding around. It's on the curve, just a little bit there at Spoon. Don't want to use too much of the curve, otherwise you'll understeer and go into the beach.
Oh, we've got battle for second is now really heating up. So we've got Jeff, we've got Glenn, and we've got Matthew Calderone. He's actually come back, and now he's actually challenging Glenn.
Yeah, I just noticed that now. So Calderone might pounce on Glenn for the bottom step of the podium. But he has to do it quick. There's only 1 lap to go. And this battle between 2, 3, and 4 is literally starting to heat up. So this will be very, very, very tight. And Jack Boyd's checked himself out. Or this is another attempt at a pass with Jeff Wayne and Glenn Boyd. Looked like there was an opening there. Oh my goodness. Glenn is literally almost up to the tail of Jeff Wayne. Wayne looks like he might have
Oh, they're side by side.
Side by side out of Spoon. The white flag is coming up now. This is your final lap. But look who's behind. It's Matthew Card alone. He could pit the two of them. He's going to try and go past Glenn Boyd at 130R. Oh, they're so consistent. They're so consistent. Wow. Carlo. Oh. And that was a slight touch.
And I think that should just give
Boyd,
Jeff
but he'll
a gap.
Yeah, just a bit of a tap. But Carlo's currently in third. Now in third. So that might be your podium sorted. But never say never, because Jeff might actually have...
So we had some great comebacks. So we had Glenn. So we had Jack from P18 to P1. We had Glenn from 11th to 3rd. Matthew Caroline from 12th to 4th. Adam Sharp from 13th on the grid to 5th. Scott from 15th on the grid. And then we had George Gutierrez from 16th to 7th. So some great comebacks.
Definitely has, and coming across in the line now, Jack Boyd puts in another race win. Championship lead. I believe that might be his 11th consecutive race win. Which shows that Jack Boyd is unstoppable.
We're past now the halfway in the championship. I think I think another dominant performance tonight, and really showing, the field what he's made of, and who can stop him in the second half of the season.
Yeah, definitely. How the rest of the season's going to show, how the rest of the field's going to try and get himself up to Jack Boyd's level, we fully not know. But here is very soon.
Brilliant racing once again tonight.
Definitely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant racing by everyone. What, 2.7 seconds for between Jack Boyd and Jeff Wayne is just unbelievable.
Well, next week the championship will go to Summit Point.
Oh, Summit Point. That's a tight track.
So it's going to be bumpy. It's going to be tight. And the action is going to be great. So we're looking forward to that. Then we move to round 9, which will be at Zolder. Round 10 will be Road Atlanta. We have the famous, and I'm so upset that it's no longer around, Oran Park will be round 11. And then we will finish the championship round 12 at Interlagos.
So your results are, again, Jack Boyd, another flawless victory in position number 1. Jeff Wayne in P2. Matthew Carlone in position number 3. Glenn Boyd in P4. Adam Sharp in P5. Scott Ballman in P6. George Gutierrez is in 7th. Brady Buchanan's in 8th. Sam Lim in the 9th. And Nathan Kaiser rounds out your top 10. Then it's Matthew Go, Frank Hodick, and Matthew Andrew, who are your last on the lead lap. Then one's on a lap down, George Gutierrez, Jordy Deckard, Darren Sharp, 2 laps down. And I believe your non-finishers are Ben Edwards and Adrian Cottrell. Oh, and Devon Stove, who pretty much packed up and left before the race even started. So here we go. Here is your top 3 yet again. Jack Boyd, welcome back.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Wasn't really expecting that after a little spin there, after a lapper, I think, hit the wall or something. But yeah, managed to get back on the safety car and make a few moves.
Yeah, we kind of thought you got a little bit spooked from the spinning safety car. Not spinning safety car, sorry. The spinning car in front. Well, it definitely spooked you.
Yeah, for sure. I saw it, but unfortunately, I zigged when I should have zagged, as they say. But yeah, just regrouped and make sure I got back in top 5 for the safety car, and then I went from there.
Yeah, definitely. Cannot believe you have been so dominant this year. But as always, got
So
any
Jack,
sponsor?
Jack, we've got 7 rounds down. We're heading now into the second half of the season. What are your thoughts about next week's track, Summit Point?
Yeah, I really love the track, to be honest. I had a lot of Mazda races there when we first got on iRacing, and yeah, it'll definitely bring back a few memories, I think, and it should make some good racing.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. Got any sponsors want to give a shout out to yet again?
Yeah, for sure. Just Bimstruck Drafting Services again. Great to have them on board. Cheers, guys.
No worries. So that was Jack Boyd. Another fantastic race win by him. We should get P2 up now.
Oh, hi guys.
Jeffrey Wang, is that you?
Yep, that's the one.
Congratulations, mate. Well done on P2.
Thank you. First time.
Yeah. You drove a really brilliant race. How did you feel after lap 1? Because you had a cracker of a start.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Getting the reverse grid really helped. I have to be honest. But yeah, it felt good the whole race. Sort of under control, hopefully. Felt under
Yeah.
control.
I mean, definitely. The reverse grid helped you, but I mean, you held your own. I mean, Jack didn't get past you straight away after the safety car restart, and even your pace towards the end of the race, you ended up with almost a 2-second gap to cut alone. So well done. You're really coming up and how do you feel about the second half of the season?
Looking forward to it. Especially the tail end of it. The tracks look nice, big and open. Hopefully some good solid racing.
Well, maybe not so much next week. We've got Summit Point and nice and
Oh
tight
yeah,
and
yeah.
bumpy. No, but well done, fantastic. Any sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Nah, just probably my number one, my wife. So
Oh, fan, that's amazing. Well done. Enjoy the podium.
yeah, thanks, mate. See you next week.
See us. So that was Jeffrey Wayne for P2, and we should have Effie alone P3. And Jonathan, you have the honors.
Hey Matthew, how are you?
Yeah, thanks, Jonathan. How are you guys? That was probably a pretty exciting race for you guys to commentate. There was stuff going on everywhere.
Yeah, there was stuff going on everywhere. Great race there to you too. They're coming from 12th to 3rd.
Yeah, thanks. I think actually by the end of lap 1, I was plumb last or second last. I think I got turned around at turn 2. So a little bit of a fire lit in my belly there. I was pretty upset. So that last lap was really good racing against Glenn. He left. That was going. I just sort of said I'm just going to send it and went around the outside of 130R, and he left me some good room, and that was it was really really good, and yeah, happy to get another third after what happened in race 1.
Yeah, we heard some disappointment there from you in race 1, unfortunately.
Yeah. What do the professionals say? No comment. I won't go into it. I thought there might have been a bit of. It looked. I watched the replay back. It looks like on the replay I've hit the AstroTurf, and I did, but you can see on my steering angle I got blocked pretty hard. So I left hook down hard on the brakes, because if I hadn't have done that, I would have taken out 2 cars. So better just me having an accident than having an accident with someone else. But yeah, that's all right. I just the boys always say let the racing do the talking, and yeah, from wherever I was in that second race to third is pretty cool. So
How do you feel, Carter, going into the second part of the season?
yeah, good. It didn't start off great, Ivan. It was a bit up and down. Like I love doing the Monday night thing. It's great. I think Tsukuba was a bit crazy, and I think I had a couple of good races there, and then a couple of bad races, and the same thing at Okayama, where I had one good race, and then I think finished 27th in one race, and then sort of getting a bit more used to iRacing and the the platform that it's built on, and getting used to the cars and getting used to the physics, the way it handles, sort of to get a little bit better. I had a little bit of a bust up in Daytona. Isaac likes to remind me about it. Deborah's, but sort of slowly getting there, and it's good to even be qualified third in race one behind Jack and Glenn. Those guys are super quick, so even just to be in third is really cool.
No, fantastic. Well done. Enjoy the podium, and I'm sure we're going to see you at the front at some point.
Thanks, Ivan. Thanks, Isaac. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the effort you guys go to every Monday night, and appreciate it.
Cheers.
All good. Any sponsors you want to thank before you go?
Yeah, I'll just give another shout out to Tom and Esports by HCR. Keep backing me and supporting me and helping me develop, which is really cool. We got the Le Mans 24 coming up this weekend, so that's going to be a hell of a 24 hours. So hopefully we can do well together. The boys actually won the Le Mans 6 hour on the weekend, so the car's got some pace and the setup's really good. So hopefully we can keep it clean and have a good result with them, which would be awesome. And so want to thank them and appreciate their effort. And everyone that's gone in, all the effort that's gone into keeping this series going and bringing in some good names and some good racing. Appreciate it.
Well,
Fantastic.
congratulations on the win on the weekend and tonight, and hopefully get another one this coming week and weekend as well.
Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, guys. And we'll talk to you guys on Monday night. Cheers.
Will do. Thank you. That was
All right, so there we have it. Another round of Club Day Masters.
done and dusted. Whew.
I gotta catch my breath now. That was a lot of action there.
Definitely was. So much fun, that race. So now we're now in the officially now in the second half of the series, and I think my big question will be, who will stop the domination of Jack Boyd?
I think what we've learned, doesn't matter which track we go to, we know that he's going to be at the front. I think it's full credit to how hard he trains and for how long he's been on the platform and, perfecting his craft. One of the things about sim racing is that many people that have never tried this, they get on there for the first time and they're like, wow, this is actually hard to keep it on the track for one lap, let alone a full race at pace. So I think he's going to be pretty hard to beat, but never say never. I think we got some talented drivers that on any given day can challenge him. But I think as well at the same time, it's safe to say that we haven't really seen Jack being pushed. So I think there's probably even more pace out of him, which is scary to think. But let's see what happens. Let's see what Summit Point brings.
Definitely will. Definitely will. Cannot wait for Summit Point. See how that will go.
And as always, thank you guys for commentating. I hope to say that it's my last week joining you guys in commentary, but we'll see.
See how Fanatec comes back.
No comment.
All right, so thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you very much, Jonathan, for being my co-commentator.
All good, Edward. Thank you to all of our viewers and sponsors out there tonight.
Yeah, and big thanks to Ivan for being our guest commentator for tonight as well.
No, thank you. Thanks, everyone. Shout out to JP Simshed for the broadcasting tonight and everyone that's involved, and especially our DSOs tonight on their debut. Congratulations, everyone, and we move on to Summit Point.
Indeed, we will. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next round. But the big question will be, who will stop Jack Boyd?